Debonair's Pizza Real Deal is bringing to you 6 amazing flavors from just 31 Rand 90. Perfect for a lunch fix between errands or a cozy moment with the family. Join me, Phoebe Aminafili, on Saturday, the 6th of December from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. for our live broadcast at Debonair's Pizza North Beach, 139 Lower Marine Parade Street, where all the flavors and prices are waiting for you. Debonair's Pizza. Try something amazing.
Do you have abayas, samira, scarves, kitchenware, games, toys, furniture, or small appliances maybe that you're not using? Why not donate to Declutter? The Peter Maritzburg Muslim Women's Organization, together with the Al Ansar Foundation, are asking you to donate your unused but reusable items for their annual jumble sale. Drop off your item at Al Ansar offices at 207 West Road, Overport, or the Al Ansar offices in Peter Maritzburg at 240 Orkman Road. Drop-offs run until the 24th of November 2025. Let's get together and declutter for a cause. The jumble sale, making a difference in Peter Maritzburg.
Radio Al Ansar, Durban, 90.4 FM. Peter Maritzburg, 105.6 FM.
You've arrived at your destination.
You're listening to Career Compass on Radio Al Ansar.
Allahumma salli ala al-Mustafa.
Audio stream across the world on radioalansar.co.za.
Allahumma salli ala al-Mustafa Habibna Muhammad alayhi salam. You are the greatest man we look up to. And I stay faithful, I learn my lessons all through you. The final prophet, he led the way, so we stay true. I give my all and everything. Allahumma salli ala al-Mustafa Habibna Muhammad alayhi salam. Allahumma salli ala al-Mustafa Habibna Muhammad.
Career Compass with Kelly Ramazani. When you hear that, you know it is about time. It is a Thursday, midday time for Kelly Ramazani with you. Yes, you listening to us on 90.4 FM if you are in Durban, 105.6 FM if you're in PMB. Anywhere else around the world on www.alansar.org.za. Thank you for choosing Al Ansar as your best companion. It is Career Compass, where we talk about all things career related and social matters that affect your mental health, because that will affect your performance at work. So you see how it works, right? You are in safe hands every Thursday, 1 to 2 p.m. This is what we do here. Last week, Thursday, we had quite an interesting show. And I'm thinking that we should continue with that momentum, build it up, take it higher and higher. That's how we're going to do it. So yes, we will continue with the giveaways, with the prizes. All you got to do is call in 0861 904 904. Yes, I do admit I saw your missed calls. We didn't have reception, but today we do. Okay, today we do. So 0861 904 904, and you will get a chance to participate in the games, and you could walk away with some amazing prizes. We will tell you when. Don't start calling right now. So this, like I said, is a career related show, but we talk about soft skills that are needed in any and every industry. We also talk about side hustles. We talk about technology, the advancement, the good and the bad, and the in-between. We talk about everything. You get it, right? If you are new, I absolutely welcome you. But if you've been here, welcome back. Welcome back. Now, coming up on the show today, we have quite an interesting lineup. We will be talking about the series that we started, Basic Etiquette, a guide into the career world, how to greet, how to walk in a formal setting, how to ace your interview. You know it, right? And we'll also be talking about a very interesting interview that I want you to listen. When women come together, great things happen, right? It is also 16 days of activism against no violence to women and children. And you know we are bold and proud about that, because that's who we are. Founders, pillars, strength, nurturers of our community. You can join the conversation on 0609041056. The topic we're asking you today, and I need you to be honest. I need you to be super honest about it, okay? Do you like your boss? Yeah, that's the question. I'm already seeing somebody doing some body language here that I cannot describe on air. But do you like your boss? 0609041056. Bring in those messages because I want to hear from you. You are in safe hands.
WhatsApp us now on 060-904-1056.
Radio Ansar.
Waking up today was no accident. It gave me health and happiness. Alhamdulillah for these precious gifts. Live today, not tomorrow. Ya Allah, I thank you every time. I can see it clearly through these eyes. SubhanAllah, these are simple signs. Know that my time is borrowed. From my eyesight down to the touch, I cannot even thank you enough. I promise you I'm not giving up. Jannah is what awaits me. Life has been more than good to me. Even the pain has taught me to see. Appreciate even the air you breathe. Ya Allah, you made me. I'm grateful for every single thing you've given me. I'm grateful. And I don't need to worry about a thing. I need propaganda. Thank you, Lord. Just give me a sign I can't ignore. I'm grateful. And I am so grateful.
What you have leads to a single word. Felt with every single nerve. No matter who you are, always put him first. Let it flow like the river. Nothing in this life is truly mine. The beauty in my life that you designed. Now I say it every single time. Shukru alhamdulillah. From my eyesight down to the touch, I cannot even thank you enough. I promise you I'm not giving up. Jannah is what awaits me. Life has been more than good to me. Even the pain has taught me to see. Appreciate even the air you breathe. Ya Allah, you made me. I'm grateful for every single thing you're giving me. I'm grateful.
We're grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the gift of life and all abundant blessings, even the misery. We do thank Allah for everything. We say alhamdulillah. That is Sid featuring Mu'ad, I think, and it is grateful. We've got more awesome nasheed your way, but first, let's take a breather. I've got some manipulation tactics that I'm about to tell you because we all are aware how this takes place in our workplace, and I want to enlighten you, give you some tips for you to look out for, and how you will be able to realize that you are being manipulated into something.
Africa. For too many communities across Africa and the world, access to clean water remains a dream. At Africa Muslims Agency, we dig deep, reaching into the heart of the earth to fill the cups of those in need. Sponsor a water well for 16,500 Rand, or a borehole in Afghanistan for 55,000 Rand, or Africa for 65,000 Rand, or any amount. With water comes food, health, education, and growth. An ongoing reward with Africa Muslims Agency.
Call us now on 0861 904 904.
Hungry for a deal that hits the spot? Get the top duo deal. 2 large margarita pizzas plus 1 topping each for $1.99. Or go big or go home with the Bellissima duo deal. 2 large Bellissima pizzas for $2.69. Pure flavor perfection. And that's not all. The snack box combos are here. Your pizza boy's favorite pack to the ultimate munch box. Don't forget our daily lunch specials. Delicious, quick, and wallet friendly. Only at Pizza Boys. Taste that hits different. Pizza Boys, bring your va-va-voom to your slice of life. Find your nearest Pizza Boys near you. Pizza Boys, we don't cut corners.
At Radio Al Ansar, we value your feedback. If you have a broadcasting related complaint, please send it in writing to the head of the complaints committee. Be sure to include your full name, contact details, a clear explanation of the complaint, and any supporting documents. You can email your complaint to feedback@alansar.org.za. That's feedback@alansar.org.za. Or visit our administrative office at 207 West Road, Overport, Durban. Your voice matters to us.
J. Junaid Jamshid Blessed Friday sale is now live. Enjoy flat 30% and 50% off from 27th November till 30th November 2025. Visit our store at 222 Felix Flamini Road, Overport, or shop online at ca.junaidjamshid.com.
Getting you through your day. Radio Al Ansar.
Career Compass with Kelly Ramazani.
WhatsApp us now on 060 904 1056.
Do you like your boss? 060-904-1056 is the number to stay in touch with us. This is Career Campus with Kelly Ramazani every Thursday, 1 to 2 p.m. You're on 90.4 FM. If you are in Durban, this is Radio Al Ansar. Now, every week here on this show, we pick for you a soft skill that is necessary for you to prosper. Okay, last week, we spoke about curiosity intelligence. And we brought to your attention one of the most important things: accumulating information, gathering information without a goal in mind. What are you going to do with that information? It's pointless. Okay. And that is one thing we're all suffering from. We are getting overstimulated with social media because we know too much and we're not putting good use with that information that we know. So curiosity is a good thing, all right? However, it's also very important for you to make use of the information that you've gained. We spoke about that. That was last week. Last week, we spoke about cognitive flexibility. We spoke about the importance of being able to adjust and evolve, but also mentally, because some of us behave like brick walls. I'm so sorry to say that, but I'm being honest. When you are given new information, update your software system. All right. Look at the world differently now. Because of the new information that you've now been given, you should be able to make different decisions. I always say you don't know what you don't know. The mistakes we made because we didn't know something, it's okay. It's only human. But now that we know, we do better. This week, we're going to be talking about manipulation tactic. And the reason why it is a soft skill that I want to bring to your attention is because manipulation takes place in the workplace. It takes place in families, in friendships, in homes, in our social circles. Wherever human beings are going to be, manipulation is going to be there too. And so this is one of the many challenges that we face. I see your messages every week and you tell me, Kelly, this happened, that happened. I'm like, I hate to admit it to you, but yeah, you are being manipulated there. So I hope after this week or after today, you will be able to look at some of the ways that people speak to you or treat you, and you'll be able to say, oh, this is what's happening here. Why does it matter? It matters a lot because manipulation has the ability to drain your confidence and it affects your performance at work. All right. And also it leads to a toxic work environment. However, I have to mention a lot of us have this notion that manipulators are evil people and they are dark spirited people. No, it's me and you. It's human beings. However, they're very smart. I'm guilty as well. You are guilty as well. There's a time when you manipulated your way. Yeah, across a situation or on a situation. So it doesn't necessarily make people evil. It makes them human. All right. But it is important for you to identify these tactics so that you're able to guard and protect yourself mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, and your professional well-being. So let's jump right into it. My favorite manipulation tactic is the victim role. Now, if you know me, you've been around me, you know how much I hate victim mentality. Oh my God, please stop. Can we just include accountability in the chat? You too did something, okay, to get that result that you got. But no, it's everybody else's fault except you. They use guilt to control others, okay? These are people that will say their pains are more than yours. You don't know what I'm going through. I'm going through a lot. We do acknowledge it and we do respect that. However, back to the point, as I was saying, can you get the work done on time, please? So yes, there is a manipulation tactic called victim role where people suffer more than everybody else. Their sufferings are the biggest, okay? And it's important for you to be human and relate and acknowledge and respect people's feelings. Don't dismiss it. However, don't let people use that line all over you, okay? Because there are some people that are just natural takers. They don't know where to draw the line, where to stop until you say no. So you better learn that because it helps to say no. And the other thing that I also like, gaslighting. I did inform you or we did communicate that this was due and no, I don't remember that. You didn't tell me about it. Maybe you probably confused it with some other date. And now you're sitting back and you're questioning yourself like, did I? Maybe I. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. They're manipulating you. Wake up. Okay. And they make you doubt your memory, doubt your perception, doubt your sanity. And they're like, no, Kelly, you're always forgetful. You even mentioned that on air that you are forgetful. Yes, I am. I am very forgetful. However, I know I said this to you. I know I did. That's why sometimes I always say, please have it in writing. I see your messages coming in, which I will read right now, but I just want to quickly read through some of the other manipulation tactics that do take place. The other is passive aggression. This is when somebody acts polite, but then sabotages you quietly. I know some people in my family that are guilty of this. I am guilty of it at times where I would rather not talk right now. And that's me withdrawing from the conversation. However, it's a protest. It's a form of protest. It's like, you know what? I'm not going to engage with you until you get me or you give me what I want. As adults, it's important to say, okay, I'm feeling overwhelmed right now, so I'm just going to take some time to myself. I'll be back when I'm feeling better. The other one is over praising you. A lot of us love our praises because we're doing great work. We want to acknowledge, we want to get acknowledgement for that. We want to get appreciated. However, you should also take praise and criticism with the same smile. Okay, because when you get overpraised, and then the same people that overpraised you now suddenly start criticizing you, you take it personal rather than professional. So if you can learn that, that would help you a lot. And then there's quite other few manipulation tactics that I'd like you to look into. But these are the most important that are very known in the workplace that I'd like to bring to your attention. So have a look at that and know how to deal with it. I see your messages on 060-904-1056. 1 second. Okay, this is not ours. Salam Scales, yes, I love my boss. Okay, mashallah, good for you. Good for you. That's great. Listen, that question is very tricky. It's not even about the boss. It's about your work. Do you love your work? Okay, let me rephrase it. Let me take it back. It's not about your boss. It's about you. Do you love your work? 060-904-1056. Maybe that will be easier for you to answer. Do you love your work? Talk to us on 060-904-1056. I see a few more messages that are coming in. We will read them shortly. But for now, I want to bring to your attention a beautiful interview, very insightful interview, fruitful for that matter. And that is the Talaba Sisterhood Gala with a focus on mental health. We know how important mental health is, and that affects our well-being. It affects us as human beings. It affects us, what we think, how we view the world. It's all based on our mindset. So guard your mind and guide it in a positive way. And that's what we're going to be talking about. And if this will require for us to come together as a community to remind each other about the importance of mental health, why not? We also live on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and everywhere else. So do check us out via the Al Ansar page. You will find us there. It's Kelly Ramazani with Boniso, who is the tech on duty, and this is Career Campus.
Radio Al Ansar, Durban, South Africa.
Radio Al Ansar, 24/7, 365.
خاتما للمرسلين بدر الدجى رحمة للعالمين أبا الزهراء كم أشتاق لنلتقي وأرى عينيك في الجنة تحت النخيل بك الجمال والأمانة والوفاء عطر قد فاح نور حمر في الآفاق سلام عليك يا حبيبي يا رسول الله سلام عليك يا حبيبي يا نبي الله سلام عليك يا حبيبي يا رسول الله سلام عليك يا حبيبي يا نبي الله سلام عليك يا حبيبي يا رسول الله سلام عليك يا حبيبي يا نبي الله سلام عليك يا حبيبي يا رسول الله سلام عليك يا حبيبي يا نبي الله تزينت بك الأرض والسماء والقلب بات يهتف لك بالصلاة إحسان الناس سيد ومصطفى خير الورى صلى عليك الرحمن فيك الجمال والأمانة والوفاء عطر قد فاح نور حمر في الآفاق اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد سلام عليك يا حبيبي يا رسول الله سلام عليك يا حبيبي يا نبي الله سلام عليك يا حبيبي يا رسول
You've arrived at your destination.
You're listening to Career Compass on Radio Al Ansar.
سلام عليك يا حبيبي يا رسول الله سلام عليك يا حبيبي
Riveting interviews, empowering, educating, and appealing.
يا حبيبي يا رسول الله.
And that's Bonisa doing the things. Yeah, you can feel the vibe. You can feel the vibe. That is where you're at 90.4 FM in Durban, 105.6 FM in PMB. Anywhere else around the world on www.alansar.org.za. It is Career Campus. My name is Kelly Ramazani. I'm not alone in studio. I'm joined by two beautiful, brilliant, powerful women, and we are going to be talking about the Talaba Gala with a focus on mental health. Now, turning on my right, is it my left? You know what? I don't know my direction. I literally have to test with my fingers.
I'm the same.
oh, it makes you feel better. I'm not alone. All right. I'm joined by Aisha Kilumbilo, and this is a poet, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. I bring to you a reciter, a writer, author, editor, entrepreneur with a BCom honors in marketing and BTech in HR. Assalamu alaikum, Miss Ma'am.
Alaikum salam.
Period. Thank you so much, Vanessa, for that. All right. Joining me next to Aisha is Shabnam Palisa Muhammad, who is an activist. Listen. This is a woman who stands up for justice. She is a journalist and a lawyer. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you Shabnam Palisa Muhammad. Ask Vanessa where the... Oh, okay. Absolute pleasure to have you both joining us here on Career Campus. I'm honored to have you both. Now, the topic that we are going to go into is the Talaba Talaba Sisterhood Gala with a focus on mental health. And the one question that we all have in mind is mental health. Very important. However, ladies are coming together here. And they could have done anything else. They could have used this moment to gather and maybe gossip or maybe, sip and paint or maybe just do anything that's fun and interactive and engaging and relaxing. They don't have to do such draining, broad, serious topics like mental health. So why is the first question? And I'd like to begin with you, Aisha. Why do you feel that this was a necessary start?
Okay, so the reason we chose mental health as a theme, because we think it's a critical aspect of overall well-being.
100%.
And women often prioritize everyone else's needs over their own. And 100%. We want to break that stigma and encourage women to prioritize self-care, to seek support and nurture their mental health. And most women, career-driven or not, struggle with balancing their ambitions and building and nurturing their families. So we wear many hats every day, and sometimes the weight of that may become too much. And by sharing stories and resources, we hope to create a ripple effect of healing and growth and a safe space for women in all walks of life to discuss issues that affect their mental health and how we can make it better.
100%. Shabnam, I'd like you to come in here and add to that as well. Aisha mentioned the importance of us as women having to oversee everything and everyone else before ourselves. Why is it important for us to also be included in this important topic of mental health?
Oh, absolutely. Such a good question. And I'm so honored to be invited by the Talaba Sisterhood to participate in this amazing gala event coming up. But our mind health is, from an Islamic perspective, it's rooted in the Quran and what we are taught in how to take care of our personal mind health, as well as how to interact in a way with others that does not cause them any harm. But from a self-care perspective, we must treat our well-being as a strategic necessity, not a luxury or a by-the-way type of thing. I'll get to it when I have some time. Because from an activism perspective, burnout is a tool of the opposition. So we need to destigmatize rest. And I'm saying that as much to myself as to the people who are listening. Aisha knows. Create wellness communities to support each other within our movements, but also set some firm boundaries with the news cycle and what we listen to and what we believe to be true and what we allow to make us anxious. We can't pour from an empty cup. So self-care is important, and whether that is poetry or it's the arts or it's taking a walk in nature or having some chai with a friend, it's all important. It's time for you to recharge and then get back to the front lines.
Absolutely brilliant response. They're very detailed. Now, Aisha, I'm coming back to you. The Talaba Sisterhood, you mentioned that, and of course, we'd like to know what it is about, what does it stand for. But adding to that question, I'd also like to ask you, how are you all planning this event? What is the lineup? What should people look forward to? But first, let's begin. What is the Talaba Sisterhood?
Okay, so the Sisterhood is a community-driven organization that's aimed at empowering women from all walks of life. It was founded in 2023 by Aisha Milanzi, and much love to her for bringing people together to
what's such a powerful initiative.
Yes, and implement that vision. The Sisterhood is passionate about creating a supportive space where women can connect, grow, and uplift each other, and that is the main goal. That is the main goal. And the gala is basically one of the tools to reaching that vision.
Oh, okay. Right? Makes sense. Makes perfect sense.
Yeah, so the gala is happening on the 14th, and we have an amazing lineup of speakers. Melissa, Shabnam being one of them.
All right.
As you can hear, she's a really good speaker.
Hey, I was about to hand my show to her.
Yeah, and we have many other speakers. I'll mention a few. We've got Fatima Asmal, who's the founder and director of El Messe.
Yes. Another powerful woman.
Very powerful, doing great things in the community. We've got Dr. Yasmin Daba.
Another powerhouse. Wow.
Many. This is just the tip of the iceberg.
Listen, you convincing me already, okay? Wow, this is brilliant. Yes.
Yeah, we've got Ruqayya Gumede, who's an aspiring educator and accountant. We've got Mrs. Dora Maduka, who's going to be at the gala for the second time, backed by popular demand. And she's part of the MISA, which does a lot of things for the community, a lot of things for GBV and many others you'll hear when you come to the gala. We've got Shabnam, whom I've mentioned already. We've got Mariam Portia Joel, who's an entrepreneur and motivational speaker. And we've got Ustada Razina Lovu, who's a teacher and a businesswoman and an advocate for mental health as well. And we've got many more performers that will be there. So I'm not going to mention everybody, but yeah.
You know, I would love this moment for us to also acknowledge the fact that y'all didn't just go seeking out people that are known or people that are what can I say, influential celebrities, but impactful. That is the core.
100%.
And for that, I'm inspired highly that, you know what, it's not just about saying, hey, women, let's come together with the celebrities that are here. But no, let's come together to learn from these people who are already doing something within our communities. That is great work there. Shabnam, I'd like to bring you in as an activist. You know, we're talking about mental health here, and I know many activists that I've worked with personally, and the late Marhuma Safura Khan, whom she never really had the time to work to indulge with her family activities, because you're always out there for the people to a point where, you know, you find yourself constantly working, even after working hours. Now, with you as an activist, how do you prioritize mental health over this type of work that you do?
Ooh, this is such an interesting question because I don't do it as much as I should. I think when we're very passionate about what we do, and I'm very much a night owl, so Aisha gets messages from me 2-3 in the morning.
Aisha, you haven't blocked us yet.
I can't.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's a deep rooted sense of passion in what we do. Even with the Talaba Sisterhood, they're all busy working towards this event that everybody should be at on the 14th.
Yeah.
I try to make some time for doing some gardening. I have a little cat at home. She's 4 months old, so they're cute, but they're crazy. So they're very entertaining. And just having a cup of tea and sitting with family and relaxing, I enjoy that very, very much. But it's always a small break if you feel recharged again, and then you have that capacity to go back to this work, because yes, self-care is a radical act of preserving your capacity to fight, but it's also protecting your spirit by finding joy, by finding community, remembering our ancestors who have inspired us, and praying for peace in this crazy world in which we live.
Absolutely, you know, and also very important, you mentioned they're having some of hobbies that keep you grounded, because you can lose it dealing with so many people. I mean, example, sometimes it goes off and it goes on air. Goes off on it. You know how embarrassing that is. Anyways, back to the interview. Aisha, I'd like you to come in and, you know, the one message that every woman who attend this gala, what would you wish for them to take away? And if so, if let's say even one person that attended that event and said this blank blank, for you, it would mean that yes, we've achieved our goal. What would that be? What's that message?
Okay, so I think for the sisterhood, what we hope people will leave with is that they leave feeling valued, they leave feeling loved and reminded of their worth, and they take with them the knowledge that they are not alone, and that their mental health matters. And as a sisterhood, we will always be there for them in their time of need. So it's just a matter of everybody learning to prioritize themselves and seeking support and not being afraid to ask for that support.
Love
because
it.
That's what the sisterhood is here for.
And you know, I always say it here on this show that the importance of community building. We are scrolling through social media and everybody's like, I am, me, hyper individualism is all over. However, as women and men too, yes, I'm sure somebody's going to send a message, and men, yes, and men too, we do acknowledge you as well, all human beings for that matter. But because we're constantly going through so many changes, today you're a daughter, tomorrow you're a mother, the next day you're a sister, you're a wife, you're this, and all these roles require you to be at your best. It's always important to notice that you cannot give it your best if you are not at your best.
100%.
So the message that you gave out here resonates with me as well, what I stand for 100%. You need to understand that the first priority is your well-being before you care for everybody else. And if you are looking for community, for sisterhood, for society, for I'm about to say preach. But I'm going to let that to Shabnam. I'm going to let Shabnam preach. Now, Shabnam, I'd like you to come in quickly and tell us, how can mental health support be tailored for these communities, especially women?
So I want to say, first of all, that exercise and wellness is a huge part of mental health and well-being. Ever since I've started doing yoga, Pilates, and I've recently taken up boxing, because you never know.
Girl, same here.
Oh, really? Fantastic. Aisha, you need to join us.
Yeah,
I feel so grounded and much more confident in my physical abilities as well as my mental capabilities. But it also gives me the recharge to focus on people who need us most. Whether that's the homeless in our own country, or it's women and men experiencing horrific forms of gender-based violence. It is the 16 days. It must be 365. Or it is the women, the children, and the men in war-torn regions of our world, like Palestine, Congo, and Sudan. They need us to be healthy, to be able to stand in solidarity with them. The suffering they are experiencing is immense, to the point where children in those parts of the world are so traumatized they don't even speak anymore. They want to commit suicide. Some of them have already tried to commit suicide at that young age. And it's an intergenerational wound within these communities in Palestine, Sudan, Congo, and other parts of the world. And so therefore, part of what we're doing is reminding people that your grief is your love. So you don't let it harden you. You let it mobilize you towards taking action. And so that's part of what we do. We are launching the People's Truth and Restoration Commission for Palestine, Sudan, and Congo, inshallah, on Saturday, the 6th of December in Durban. And it will be an introduction to the TRC where victims as well as witnesses, allies, and experts can speak about what's happening in Palestine, Sudan, and Congo, but also a space for trauma healing, a space for art therapy, and a space for even the perpetrators and the enablers and the whistleblowers in those three nations to come forward and say, this is what I've done. I am sorry. And this is what I'm willing to do to try and help heal the damage that I've caused to you. So inshallah, if people want to support that initiative, you're more than welcome. Visit our website, thepeoplestrc.org, and let's transform our grief into a force for justice. Our liberation is interconnected and our solidarity is unbreakable.
Beautiful, beautiful. And I love the fact that you spoke about Palestine, Sudan, and Congo. This is not amplified enough. This is what's happening around the world. And the effects of this mental health, it has become to a point where we can no longer understand why the people performing these atrocities are actually, there's no justification to getting another human being to feel this way, or getting them to be humiliated to this point or suffer to this extent, And I love the fact that you mentioned this, Palestine, Congo, and Sudan, because that will be one of the topics you'll be focusing on at the Talaba Sisterhood Gala. And having you as a speaker coming in here, sharing with us your insights, your what you stand for, just shows us how powerful your talk will be. And we wish you all the very best. I know for sure you will ace it. But more importantly, the people that will be there will definitely learn from you a lot. And I myself, in this little few minutes that we've spent together, I've learned a lot. Absolutely admire you and your work. And wish you all the very best.
Likewise.
Now, Aisha and Shabnam, quickly, I'd like to know, what is your final message? Let me know. What advice do you have for anybody listening? What message do you have? Because normally this show, we try to dedicate it to the youth. However, there are many people listening. We're not excluding the elder generation as well. But to anybody that's listening, regardless of their age, their race, their identity, what message do you have for them? It can be about the Talaba Gala as well. It can be about you as a person. It can be about them. It can be about anything.
Okay. I got a lot I want to talk
Lady, I said quickly.
Okay, no. In 2 seconds.
Yeah.
If you're a woman in Durban in December, come to the Sisterhood Gala.
Okay.
It's on the 14th of December, and we want to see you there.
Yes.
Awesome.
Okay?
Yes.
And for everybody else, spread love.
Spread love.
Yes.
Absolutely.
The world is hard enough.
So
we
good.
need love and
Exactly.
kindness.
Be kind.
Shabnam, your turn.
Yeah, so I want to say an injury to one is an injury to all, in the spirit of Ubuntu, Gumuntu, Gabantu. Secondly, that when women move, we transform the world. And thirdly, that the power of the people is greater than people in power.
Wow, brilliant. Bonnie, so this is the part where you put your, applause, please. Bonnie, so, ow.
Thank you.
Ladies, thank you so much for joining me. Up next, we're opening up the lines on 0861 904 904, and you could walk away with some lucky prizes. Call us right now.
Radio Al-Ansar, 24/7, 365.
Career Compass with Kelly Ramazani.
6 minutes to 6 o'clock. Oh my word. Wow. Whoa, Kels, calm down. 6 minutes to 2 o'clock. All right. It is a Thursday, the 27th of November. The month is already done. Here comes December. Holiday season in the air. Okay, we are going to be giving out prizes all throughout. We've got Souk planned for you. Some awesome prizes also will be won there at Souk. So make your way to the Durban Exhibition Center from the 24th of December to the 4th of January. You know how we do it. We've been doing this for so long, but it's all thanks to you for making it possible. So call your family, your friends, your neighbors, everybody come through during the Souk Festival. Now, quickly brushing through the basic etiquettes. These are the corporate etiquettes that we've been talking about for the past few weeks. We spoke about the importance of time management, having to greet when you walk into a place and introduce yourself and say what you're there for, and also we spoke about keeping your dress code appropriate to the setting or the gathering or the place, and now we're going to add to that about keeping your personal problems personal. That's very important. And I know you're probably saying, but yeah, isn't that very common? Sometimes we humans, we forget, okay? So I need to come here and remind you again, because there's some letters that you write to me and you're like, hi, Kelly, I introduced so-and-so to my family and friends, brought them to my house, and suddenly I started hearing my business at work. Yeah, because it's not that you're oversharing, it's just that you are vulnerable. So do keep your private life private. I'm not saying don't invite your colleagues. If you can, don't. But if you want to, you can. However, you should also learn to create a barrier there. It's for you, it's healthy, and it's needed. I'm not going to end off with saying you should also respect hierarchy. A lot of us don't want to admit that there is a hierarchy in place, especially in a corporate world, in a corporate setting. Just like any other household, there's a mom, there's a dad, there are the kids. You cannot now leave the parents out and run to the kids and say, hey, so how much rent you'll pay here? That matter does not concern them. Even if it does, unfortunately, they're not the right people to speak to. You get it? So there are hierarchy in place in a corporate setting because of communication. You cannot skip the protocol and leave out your line of management and want to address or speak to somebody higher than your manager or supervisor or director and go to the chairman. Message received. Thank you very much. That is all for this week. Until next week, Thursday, same time, same place, I say to you, find your purpose and leave your mark. And if there's anything that you could have learned from today's show, is the importance of community building from the interview we had, and of course the importance of communication. Until then, if you're on Facebook Live, lots of love for you. Facebook, Instagram.